Since the German Blitz in London in 1941, a very special group of men had been selected to render safe some of the German bombs that were not detonated upon impact and therefore possessed a very large threat to the civilian personnel. These bombs fell in anticipation for Operation Sea Lion, which was the German invasion of mainland England in 1941. The British Army responded by creating a group of men called the Explosive Ordnance Disposal Technicians, or EOD techs. These men will go into these towns or villages and they would detonate these large unexploded bombs and render them safe for the civilian population. They were called the EOD technicians, and they actually received a insignia, which I would like to speak to you about today. Hello, my name is George, and in 2012 I was able to become one of these Explosive Ordnance Disposal Technicians, and while receiving this title carried a lot of responsibility, I also carried this insignia right here, which, like I said, I'd like to speak to you about it today. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is a little bit of the history and then a little bit of the design. The history of it, kind of went a little bit into it already, but basically in 1940s, the British military adopted it as a way for civilian personnel to know who was going onto these sites to be able to work these bombs. So in the 1950s, the U.S. military actually adopted it as well. And it's actually, fun fact, it is the only badge in the whole entire U.S. military that every single branch is the same exact one. So basically, a little bit of the design. You have 3 levels, which is basic, senior, and master. Very little differences in between, except for a star here and a star there. It's not too crazy. So our job is perhaps one of the most dangerous in the world. So picking whoever's going to be in our job is absolutely vital. So one of the things that we do is called the OJT program, where we get a candidate to come out and they spend a week with us, and we pretty much do a very thorough background investigations, physical screening, mental screening, proficiency, to see if they're able to qualify for our field. And then if they are able to qualify for the field, then they go into a 42-week school in Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, and they become EOD technicians from that point. Finally, our job is probably one of the most intensive jobs in the whole entire military. So we are very picky on not only who we pick, but also who we keep after EOD school, and also on the training. So training is very challenging, and it's challenging because our job is ever evolving. So we keep a very intense training schedule to be able to meet that ever-changing world. Because of IEDs now is a huge issue. That is something else that we take care of. So training is vital. So I've always had the privilege and the honor of working with the best that the military has to offer. So the crab is definitely something that I take to heart. It's very important to me. So that is the reason why I wanted to share a little bit of it with you today, and appreciate it, and hopefully hear back from the call instructor. Thanks.